The fan-favorite Mechanical Hearts missions return, with all 3 seasons and a huge selection of rewards available for everyone to enjoy. And open up Reddit and there it is. Yep. Enjoyable. Hey everyone, my name's LaWaffles. I know it's been a while, so I'd like to say welcome back to the channel. Now, for some of you who have stuck around with me for quite some time, you may notice that this isn't the first time that I'm doing an event guide on this event specifically. And well, as much as I hate to say it, there are some adjustments that have been made by Nexon that have caused my old event guide to contain outdated information. So as to not confuse people, I've decided to make a more updated version of the Mechanical Hearts event guide. If you are for some reason looking for the old event guide, you can find a link to the video in the description below. As for today, just as with tradition of this channel, we're going to be taking a look at the Mechanical Hearts event, and on first impression, this event might seem a bit out of the ordinary, and you're right, it doesn't really follow the normal form of an event that we're used to on Maplestory. But in terms of items to go after, pretty much nothing has changed. One of the items that many players are shooting for in particular is the Glimmering One-Droid Heart, which is one of the few hearts in the game that can actually go up to 15 stars. If you're not a Battleroid or Outlaw Heart user, you may consider picking this up, as it's most likely the next best thing. But do be aware that One-Droid hearts are only compatible with One-Droids, so if you're going to pick up this heart, remember that you're going to have to pick up a One-Droid as well. Another thing that players are looking at from this event are the trait items that you can get from hunting monsters in the event, as this event over the course of time has become noted as one of the best events for helping you max out your traits. Now, despite this event only going for about 20 days, this event actually has a lot of potential, even though it's kind of frustrating due to the jump quest. We're going to start by taking a look at how to start this event. One change that Nexon has made from last year is that you'll actually be able to start both the Season 1 and 2 questline and the Season 3 questline at the same time if you wish. By opening up the One-Droid tab on the left, you can see that there are actually 2 missions that will be available. The Wonderful One-Droid will allow you to start the Season 1 and 2 questline, whereas the Strange Video will allow you to start the Season 3 questline. First of all, it's worth mentioning that there are 2 different event maps to take note of. One for Season 1 and 2, which is accessed by taking the quest The Great Escape, and another for Season 3, which is accessed by taking the quest to the Hideout. By accepting either quest, or both, and going through some chat dialogues, you'll gain access to starting this event in a few different ways. The Season 1 and 2 map is where you'll be able to rescue One-Droids in rescue mode and farm Aspire commemorative coins and trait items in investigation mode. Meanwhile, in the Season 3 map, you'll be able to access the Season 3 questline, which is where you'll need to be in order to get specific items like the Alloraroid and Skyroid. The Season 3 event map is also where you'll be able to access both the Season 1 and 2 shop and the Season 3 shop at the same time. Taking a look at both coin shops, we can see that the Season 1 and 2 shop contains both the One-Droids and the One-Droid hearts, and in the Season 3 event shop you'll find some unique chairs and damage skins. You'll also find some of the more common event items like arcane symbols, power elixirs, node stones, a selective 8 slot coupon, and even a character slot expansion coupon. Now, one thing I will mention is that there is actually a lot of potential from this event, especially if you're sane enough to run this on multiple characters. This is because unlike most events, the coin shop quantity is actually limited per character and not world, which means if you put the time in on multiple characters, you could technically farm items like the selective 8 slot coupon and the character slot expansion coupon. Now, luckily there aren't any prerequisites for buying some of the more common items in the event shop, but for the more event exclusive items, there are some requirements that need to be met before you can actually purchase the item. In the Season 1 and 2 shop, the Glimmering One-Droid heart has no prerequisite, but do keep in mind that if you plan on using this heart, you're going to need one of the One-Droids. If you're after any of the Season 1 androids, being Aster, Rhea, Kat, Anastasia, Roxy, Apollo, Jax, or Serum, you will need to rescue that respective android in rescue mode. Adam and Eve will be available after you complete Season 2, which, mind you, starts after you finish rescuing all the Season 1 androids. Allura will be available after you complete the Season 3 questline, and the Skyroid will be available after you complete all 3 seasons. Now, out of all the androids, it should be noted that Allura and Sky are the 2 standout One-Droids, as these 2 One-Droids are the only ones that come with a remote shop function and a passive 5 attack buff. Continuing down the list, the Scion effect and the One-Droid audio modules will require you to complete all 3 seasons of Mechanical Hearts, and the AI Destroyer medal will require you to complete the Season 3 questline. Moving on to Quinn's Coin Shop, or the Season 3 Coin Shop, the Unlicensed Operator Chair, One-Droid Full Life Chair, and the Glitch Damage Skin require you to complete the Season 3 questline. The Adam and Eve chair requires you to complete Season 2, and the Error Damage skin and Scion Invitation chair require you to complete all 3 seasons of Mechanical Hearts. Everything else in these shops is available by default. Now I know that some players have been getting a bit lost when it comes to the actual questline and how to complete the seasons, so I'm going to quickly touch on this. But I will warn you that no matter which season you decide to do for Mechanical Hearts, you unfortunately have to know how to do the jump quest. And without practice, this part of the event can become absurdly frustrating. I've put together a video on my strategy when it comes to tackling the jump quest, and there are also a couple of other content creators like MetaMashup who have created a guide for this jump quest before. But just because you watch our videos on the jump quest doesn't mean that you're going to clear it, obviously. At the end of the day, it will only be showing you what you're going to be getting yourself into, and the only way that you're actually going to clear the jump quest yourself is by getting practice on it. Anyways, let's start by taking a look at Season 1. Season 1 of Mechanical Hearts basically consists of 2 things, Rescue Mode and Investigation Mode, and the questline for Season 1 basically consists of rescuing all 8 of the Season 1 androids. After running around and talking to a couple of NPCs, you will eventually unlock the ability to do Rescue Mode. By talking to Spencer, he will take you inside the Aspire base, where you will be able to attempt to rescue a Wondroid of your choice. Do keep in mind that there are a couple of prerequisites to rescue these Wondroids, and for the most part, this has gone unchanged. Aster will be unlocked by default. You will gain access to rescuing Rhea and Apollo after saving Aster. Cat will be unlocked after you finish the quest Danger Danger High Voltage, which requires you to hunt for 3 keys in B4 of Investigation Mode. Serum will be unlocked after you save Cat. Roxy will be available for rescue after you complete the quest Lost Friends, which requires you to find and hunt Roxy on B3 of Investigation Mode. Jax will be unlocked after you complete the quest Hack the System, which requires you to defeat the Scion boss hidden below the floor on B4 of Investigation Mode. Use the hidden portal on the conveyor belt in the middle of the room, and Anastasia will be unlocked after you purchase and use the VIP Area Pass, which you can find in the Season 3 coin shop. Why content for Season 1 is located in a Season 3 coin shop? I don't know, but the item says that it's sold by Alec when it's clearly sold by Kun. Huh? Along with Rescue Mode, there's also Investigation Mode, which you gain access to by saving Aster. This mode is where you'll be able to unlock majority of the other Wondroids for Rescue Mode. Upon entering Investigation Mode, you'll be dropped nearby the Aspire base with 15 minutes on the clock. From here on, you can hunt mobs on whichever map you choose. I personally prefer B3 as a farming map, as the platform placement and mob spawn rate make it ideal for almost any class. By hunting monsters in Investigation Mode, you'll see a bunch of items drop. These include items like trait boosting items, spell traces, power elixirs, and Aspire commemorative coins. The drop rate on these trait items is actually pretty high, so if you don't have level 100 in all of your traits, you can definitely take advantage of this. Now, according to the patch notes, Season 2 will be unlocked after you complete Season 1, but some players have actually gained access to starting the Season 2 questline before we've completed Season 1. After rescuing Aster, you'll have unlocked Investigation Mode, and by heading 2 maps to the left after starting Investigation Mode, you'll find this hidden portal in the middle of the map. And by going through the hidden portal, you'll have gained access to starting the Season 2 questline, which is going to be taking a look at Adam and Eve's memories. This questline basically consists of 3 things: a simple looting quest in Investigation Mode, followed by 2 jump quests, plain and simple. And after finishing these 2 back-to-back jump quests, you'll have finished the Season 2 questline, and be awarded with 300 Aspire commemorative coins. I'm not 100% sure if we're supposed to be able to start the Season 2 questline before completing Season 1, as this pretty much contradicts with what the patch notes say. By the time of this recording, I've already completed the Season 2 questline, but if you try to follow in my footsteps and the game doesn't allow you to, it probably means that you need to complete the Season 1 questline before you can start Season 2. Lastly, we have Season 3, and for the most part, this has pretty much gone unchanged since last year. The questline is still relatively the same. The first quest is very simple, just hunt 100 of 2 different types of mobs that spawn. You can talk to Phoebe on the Season 3 event map, and by picking the second option, you will be put on a map where you need to hunt the first type of mob. 1 floor down and you'll be able to find the second type. After hunting 100 of each, you'll proceed down the Aspire HQ all the way to the end, where you'll meet Scion. And after finishing a short chat dialogue, you will be required to return to the Aspire HQ and collect 30 circuits. Once you finish this quest, you'll be able to turn this into Phoebe. Your next quest is going to be the jump quest, except for this one specifically, you'll be doing it in reverse, going from B1 down to B4. After making it past the jump quest, you'll be required to talk to a couple of NPCs, and it's relatively straightforward with where you need to go. And after defeating Scion as part of the Season 3 questline, you will be required to press the 4 self-destruct buttons located around the Aspire HQ. One is located on B1, another is located on B4, and 2 more are located in the hidden hallways. After pressing all 4 self-destruct buttons, you'll be required to do one last jump quest, followed by a final collection mission, and by completing the Season 3 questline, you will be rewarded with a total of 600 Aspire commemorative coins, which is pretty nice. It should be noted that you also do gain access to some daily missions that you can accept after completing the questline, which will reward you with a little bit more commemorative coins for you to work with every day. You also can get 100 Aspire commemorative coins from rescuing a one droid every day in the Season 1 and 2 event map, and can collect up to 50 coins in investigation mode every day. And that's pretty much everything when it comes to this slightly adjusted version of Mechanical Hearts. For many players who are just doing Mechanical Hearts for the first time, this event might seem pretty hardcore, and for the most part, you're not wrong. Compared to many traditional events, the Mechanical Hearts is definitely one of the more frustrating events, especially with such high quality rewards like the glimmering one droid heart that you can get from this event. But at the end of the day, having the ability to do jump quest, in my opinion, is like having the ability to control your character, and when it comes to a boss fight, this is no different. So good luck. And if you are having trouble with the jump quest, just keep practicing and don't give up. Remember, this isn't the first time that this event has been around, and it's definitely not going to be the last, unfortunately. But at least when this event does return, you'll be better prepared compared to many of the new players who will be experiencing it for the first time.